Well, let's start. So yeah, here we go. What kind of feedback? Much of the feedback we're looking for will be provided just by participating, while the alpha is ongoing. We'll be tracking health and usage of numerous online services through telemetry. Now, I think this is purely just for them to test their servers. Should you encounter any sim-breaking bugs or issues, we'd love to hear about it. Technical alpha is not intended to gather feedback on the overall design or features of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and the scope of what is available is limited. Some disclaimers there for you. Okay. So, if there's anything anyone particularly wants to see, I'm very happy to be a bit flexible here and show you, a few things if you're interested. But there is something that I was planning on doing, which is to take you through a few aircrafts. What's a good airport for us to try here? About AFK. No, DCA. Beautiful, beautiful air. So what you can't do with any of these third-party planes, let me just tell you now, is start at a stand. So I've loaded up a couple of third-party planes in the community folder, which we're going to try a few of them. I'm pretty sure some of them will crash the game, just so you know. Actually, I'm definitely sure some of them will crash the game. Some of them just won't load, and others of them do load. So I'll show you, basically. We'll start with something on the more simple end of the spectrum, the Just Flight Turbo Arrow. And I'll show you why we can't start it at a gate. Well, so here we go. Cannot start it at a gate because start spawned in standing outside the plane, and there's, as far as I can tell, no way to get back in the plane. Let's let this load up. Yeah. Plane. Okay, ready to fly. So you can see the I'm a bit stuck here. Stuck. You can see the Turbo Arrow, the 3D model, loads in. Beautiful. You can see it looks great. Textures look good. 3D model looks good. Lighting looks good. Shadows, everything like that works real nice. And gives you kind of a sense of size of these planes as well, because you can kind of stand up right next to them and be like, oh yeah, it's good. Unfortunately, you always load in on the outside of these planes, and obviously they're not yet set up to have click spots to remove the tie downs, to remove the chocks, and open the door from the outside, so we can't actually do anything here. There may be, I feel like there's definitely Control C. Crouch. Shift. Control C. It's like a first person shooter. We can crouch. Shift C. Oh! Hey, Fruppel's got it. Shift C it is. Now, unfortunately, well, I guess we can take a look around. The interior of the plane is also looking kind of nice here. See? So yeah, the 3D model comes across pretty nicely. We can, I believe, open the door from. Oh, we can't actually open the door, as in the animation doesn't. Latches work. This all works. The problem with the Just Flight planes is that they have a license, obviously, Fake news. There you go. You can start at a stand. They have a license, and it won't give you the option anywhere that I can see to enter a license key. So we can't fly the Just Flight planes is the long and short of it, unfortunately. But given how bloody license, but given how everything works, I think more basic planes like this are probably going to be moved over relatively easily by developers, right? Like you can see it's all there, it's all functional. It's all functional. It just you just don't have a license to operate it yet. But how do you get rid of the arcade HUD? Yeah, I can show you that. Go to settings, go to flight interface right here, and then you need to turn off. This one, instrument heads up display off. I think you need to do these two off as well. Yeah, so for more basic aircraft like this, I think... Yeah, see, that stuff doesn't animate. Yeah, it might be... Could well be, right. So animations don't seem to work, but 3D model works, switches all work. I would imagine stuff like this will be able to be ported over with not minimal effort, but I imagine we'll get stuff like this in the sim quite quickly, like in a number of weeks or months, you know, depending on what the developer of each aircraft decides to prioritize. If we go back to menu, I'll show you one plane that we can fly that's quite a basic plane, but does work. Black Square Turbine Duke does work. So we go back to DCA. Yeah. Let's try that trick again, shall we? Start it on the ramp. Duke. Now, with a caveat, it works with a caveat. Okay. Oh gosh, the shadows look a bit weird, don't they? Oh, it's nighttime, maybe that's why. Nighttime lighting looks nice. Maybe a bit of a challenge to set the plane up though, isn't it? Oh gosh. Okay, so same issue in that we can't really get in it from the outside, but now that we know the trick to do it, we can. I love the fact that you can walk around and get up real close to the 3D model of some of these GA planes, though. Super good. And again, you get a kind of a sense of sportiness and size and everything from the aircraft, right? So we would hop in here, presumably. See. Oh! Door even opens, but we can't quite get in. It's crazy that so much works. Yeah, I think it is. We can get in here. Ooh. The door's still open. Oh no. Had an issue. Oh, we're inside the plane. We got stuck. Yeah, I think we might need to close the door. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Back in the plane. Closed up. Remove the flight controls, remove the throttle stop, and a lot of stuff works. So yeah, we can go battery both master. 2024 version of the aircraft. Yeah, I think you will, right? Avionics master works. Near the spinnies spinning up. Gyro spinning up. This is the turbine, so let's maybe get some panel lights work. Yes, they do. So pitch trim. Devs need to make a 2024 version. I think devs can make a if they want to make like a stopgap, they can probably just make their 2022 version like somewhat compatible. Like this is pretty compatible, and I'll show you just some of the minor things that don't work. Right? Let's open the doors and the deflectors. The fuel tanks are open. Get the nav light on. The shift C workaround. Yeah, well, yeah, but you don't know, like, in the final version, they might make that super clear. They might have a button on the screen or something like that to switch between them, right? Now that they know that it's something that people get stumped by. Our nav lights come on. Oh, they did. Green light there. In terms of engine start, let's have a look, shall we? So we've got pumps, fuel pressure works, pressure. We will start on the right. I don't know if we can. We have a. Yeah, this works. Clear prop. Man, this mouse moves quick. Hey, Jacko. Starter. Works, doesn't it? I am clear. Thanks, Cont. You should say clear, Cont. Hey, Jacko, welcome on in. Yeah, they have said that. You're right, Heck. Bit of a weird graphical thing going on there. Like I was in the Twilight Zone for a second. Fuel. Don't do that, Conti. That's not good. Okay. Looks like all the gauges work and everything just as you expect, so kind of cool. We get the ignition to auto and the generator on. Go. Do the same on the left. Sounds seem to work. The like wise 3D sounds seem to work, you know. So like Eglat's completely right. They will need to update their aircraft for 2024, but I think some of these more GA aircraft, like they won't need a huge amount of updating to make them very flyable in this new simulator, which is good for us because it means that one of our favourite planes hopefully will get pretty quickly. I thought we'd do a little flight in this first. Just see, I don't know if they've put the Washington DC points of interest in here, but we're going to find out. Inverter failed. Good sign. Oh, we've still got our ignition running. That would help. My bad. a whale pretty quick. I hope so. Alright, you probably noticed there's a error message here on the screen, so I might as well talk about that. In terms of avionics, at the moment we've got the GNS 530, and let's do the 430. I think what's happened is in 2020, if you remember, we had these pretty average GNS 530 and 430 versions, and then working title came along, and then you had to like inside load a patch initially, and then eventually you had to like download a patch from the marketplace, and then eventually after that it was just all built into the sim. At some point in those kind of updates and things in the working title stuff, I reckon that hasn't carried over perfectly well into 2024. I'm pretty sure that they will still have like a base version of the 530 and the 430. So plane makers will just have to point their avionics to the new one that's included in the sim, I think. So these don't work. And then pretty obviously, like the TDS doesn't work either. But it might be interesting. What do we need to run to get this working? I wonder if we can get it light. Like race working. Maybe not. Okay. I don't think it's going to work. Otherwise, it's a very functional aircraft, so let's get a taxi light on. Yeah, it says it's connected. Get our transponder on. Let's see if I've got any throttle mapping. I do. Okay, amazing. Got a throttle mapping. Yeah, again, I think it's going to be something that is just going to need like the avionics just need to be pointed in the right place, and they'll work, you know. Oh gosh, there's an airliner coming at us. Oh, it's loud. The audio's oh, careful. Yeah, I think the performance is really great. Okay, like that's the active runway, so let's head over there. But for them to rework 3D model and shaders without an upgrade cost would be a huge surprise. Yeah, I agree with that, yeah. I think they'll do the bare minimum to get their planes functional in the new sim, but I don't expect developers necessarily to rework the entire 3D model, lighting, even like the exterior walk-around mode, like spots and stuff. I don't really expect devs to do that, especially for the very old planes. The planes released maybe this year, maybe they will. Bit of after braking the way I do. Thanks, Icebird. Apparently, yes. It'll all just work. Yeah, I don't think it'll just work. But I think it will. Oh, we've had an exceedance and we haven't even gone anywhere yet. I think some of these more basic planes is what I'm trying to say is, well, they won't just work. They don't require a huge amount of effort from a developer to make them work. Certificate of exceedance. And we're up. and see if there's any point of interest here in Washington. Oh no! Washington Monument has turned into a skyscraper. Not good. How's the Pentagon looking? Like a Pentagon-shaped office. Yeah, so I think some of the POIs have not quite loaded in yet. Reflecting pool is just the ground texture, and then that one hasn't been included yet. White House is, I don't think included either. The Capitol building. So I think that all POIs haven't been included. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is the plane works. Oh gosh, I need to get used to this rapid mouse. Oh. Maybe the autopilot isn't really working though. Alright, so to answer the question... The scenery, I'll show you the scenery. Answer the question how to do this. Well, there is a community folder for Flightbeam 2024, and wait, here is the users, username, app data, local packages, all the same as the community folder for 2020, and then Microsoft.limitless beta is what you're looking for. Then other than that little phrase, limitless beta, everything else is identical to 2020. So local cache, packages, community. You can literally just link your add-ons from 2020 over to that one, or copy and paste them if you want to do that as well. And you have no issues. Apart from the mouse is very rapid. I know, I keep like whipping my head all the way around. You know what I need to do? I need to change the cockpit walk around ease. I want to translate right and left, up and down, rather than look that direction. Yeah, place the same files there, exactly. A bit easy. Right, here we go. We'll send into this airport. This isn't intended to be how you fly planes, by the way. It's intended to be a bit of an exploration of what this new simulator offers us. I take it. Yeah, my controls are still not like super well mapped, so it's still a little bit of a struggle. Keep like putting the gear down on my Bravo quadrant and then nothing happening, you know. All good. Now obviously we'd be shot down here. We'd be shot down here if we did this. Bit of sun action. Oh, nice bit of sun there, Fruits. No, V-Pilot doesn't work. It does attempt to connect, actually. You can try it. but it doesn't work. We have a little building. Yeah, it sort of like detects the sim. It knows that there's something there, but it doesn't actually work. Gears down, flaps down, that lights work. Land here is now yeah. Then I'll maybe show you some of the other planes. The Phoenix is quite funny, so I'll show you the Phoenix. Pretty much any others to work though, so seems to be these like more basic GA planes are okay, but anything more complex is a no-go. Yeah, look how smooth this simulator is. Look how good the lighting is and everything, even in a plane that's not really figured for the new lighting engine and stuff. It really is, considering it's an alpha and we know that they've cut back a lot of the functionality, I really think it's pretty good. Oh, love it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna just work. I think we're gonna have to wait a little while for our add-ons. Right. Okay. Thanks, Duke. That was fun. Alright, now for some comedy add-ons that don't work anywhere near as well as that. The Phoenix. Does anyone know, by the way, how do you change the livery? Is that just not in this version, or what? I can't find a button to press to change liveries. Can't, like, click or right-click or anything. Anyway. I don't know why we keep doing Washington, but we are. So we've loaded it in. Try this screen. Light condition. Takes me back to here though. Guessing that would be a button at the bottom of those plane select tiles. Yeah. Need to say no. I don't think it's in there yet. So yeah, just to let you know, the Phoenix doesn't work. Again, the 3D model clearly comes in, but yeah, the plane has some significant issues, as you're about to see. Oh, we've loaded in the dark again.
Washington Tower GFNX at runway 1 ready for takeoff, departing straight out.
10:34. Oh, 6:34. We're this is not me pressing anything, by the way. Strong crosswind, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I think the SDK is being made available kind of as we speak on around now. Magic Turtle. Around now, Monday. Gear up! Here is up. Here's down. Oh yeah, nice gear. Yeah, I think the Phoenix might be a little way away. And obviously with the Phoenix, you need to run the Phoenix app in the background. Oh, here we go. She's taking off. It thinks it thinks it's a helicopter. Whee! Captain, please set the parking brake. Set, ironically. I mean, 3D model is all here and working, right? So it's possible it's just some minor tweaks. And then again, hooking up the screens to the Fenix thingo in the back end. It might not be as big a deal as it kind of looks right now, yeah? To remind me of my silliness. Right? It might not be as big a deal as it kind of looks, but it might be a few months of work for the Fenix guys. I don't know. I'm not a coder. And then one that doesn't seem to work at all. Oh, I think it's just crashed. Good. Ones that don't seem to work at all are the SWS PC12, the Just Flight BAE 146. They don't seem to work. I think it's crashed. Let's just wait it out. Wait it out. Oh, that was gone. I mean, I have been opening like the GTN and Phoenix. I haven't tried the Comanche. You want me to copy that in? 0 chance. Yeah, I would say 0. Yeah. Anything with goodness, yeah. You reckon the Comanche has a good chance of working? Okay. Adam's got a bet. Maybe he's tried it already. What's the time? 5:30. Okay, we've got heaps of time. I don't know, Anthony. Maybe, yeah. We just don't know how much poll, okay. We just don't know how much is going to need to be done, right? One minute poll. Go. While it loads. Zero chance from Conti. Placing planes in the sim while it's running. Oh, I haven't done that. Oh, really? We can update our community folder while it's running. That's a great thing for streamers. Like, oh, I forgot the scenery. You don't have to completely restart the whole thing. Although it loads so quickly, it probably isn't too much of a... Less Conti voted, it doesn't count. I gotta wait for the results now. 3-1. Adam says yes, everyone else says no, I reckon. Oh, 2 to 3. 2 to 4. Okay, chat reckons no. Where's this Comanche then? Here it is. Okay, didn't crash so far. We know that DCA is working, so that's why I keep going back to it. You reckon on the ramp? Okay. Okay. Cross your fingers. Oh, there's our plane. In. Even more harder. That's right. AnyBuilds A300 works okay. Ah, okay. I don't know. I'd have to download that. I don't have it downloaded. Oh, it's thinking about it. I feel a computer says no. It's still loading, in fairness. Any definitely had an advantage, yeah. They've probably been updating the A300 in the background to be compatible anyway, right? They must have had access to the sim for quite a while to be able to build the 330 and the Beluga and everything else. See? It's still loading. I don't know if this is gonna work. It's a long load. How long do we give it? A rumor. Heard a rumor. That's possible, Conti. There was a few other third-party devs. I know, right, Adam? Gonna get a break from brightness. Maybe we try runway. Yeah, I don't think this is loading. AnyBuild sceneries work okay. Yes. I'm gonna show sceneries after the first load always takes a while. I don't know, Adam. I don't know. Get a good vibe from this. Oh. No, it kicked us back out. At least it kicked us to the menu. Alright, let's try the runway. Easy. Going. It's going. Trying. I don't think it's going to load, is it? This is what the BA146 does as well. It like tries to load for ages and ages, and then eventually it boots you back to the menu. A2A have some work. Afraid so, Adam. Afraid so. They're alpha. I haven't found any animals yet. I don't know. Nope. Afraid no. Banshee's a no. There is one that I wanted to try. I haven't actually tried this one. DC6. It'll be hilarious if this works. See. Thinking. I don't think this will work either, to be fair. But yeah, it seems like more complex planes, they've got more work to do, is my take on this. Like everything, oh. Maybe I take it back. What the heck? It's loaded. Where's the plane? Ah! There it is! Hey! I'll fly it tomorrow. Conti, you can finally do a walk around of the DC-6. I like how oh, 100% Shane, right? We don't know what's been stripped out here. Loads in, but yeah, I mean the license. Remember as well, like there's going to be licensing issues and everything, right? Like these things are not designed. They haven't been updated for this, license-wise. Yeah, I think it's nice to walk around it. Oh, this is the cargo variant, by looks like. Really nice to walk around it in these views. And you get in. I don't think so. Oh, crouch. Put me cowl flaps there. Careful, don't put your head on the engine. not clickable. We can do the Shift C trick. There you go, cockpit's model. Battery, but it's okay. Those work. Highly important functionality. Let's fly! If this works, this will be hilarious. Oh, I really need to change my excuse me. To fly the DC-6, we're gonna have to do this, unfortunately. Controls, keyboard. How do I do the translate, right? Go. Oh, they're here already. Shift A D W S. And what about cockpit view up? Can't see cockpit view up. Okay. If it runs 2020, Jacko, I think it will run it. Seems to be... Oh yeah, here we go. Seems to be as smooth or whatever. No? No. Which is not clickable. Sorry, everyone. Sorry to get you excited. Nothing's clickable. Oh. Compass light is clickable. Probably it. Haha! 9700K with RTX 2070 and 16 gig. Yeah, I've heard people with weaker systems having pretty good performance in the alpha. It's alive. You got one engine anyway. It's got one engine working. We might struggle with one engine in this thing. Oh, I think that engine just died. Ah, you know, worky. Ready for taxi. How about this? I don't think it's going to start. Obviously, the systems behind the scenes, they're not modeled. You know, the sim isn't triggering like fuel flow or anything like that. So it's obviously trying to start and it's not beginning. I can't like change the fuel valves or anything to help it along. But, I mean, considering the complexity of the aircraft, the fact that it sort of clearly the gauges work behind the scenes, right? Their tablet still works. Here, look. Again, like, it seems surprisingly better than it otherwise could be. Crew empty. Yeah, I don't think the DC-6 is going to work, unfortunately, but again, promising, right? And like Shane saying, like Conti's saying, we don't know what they've stripped out of this. We don't know. They definitely didn't intend for content creators to get onto Twitch, drop random planes into the community folder, and see whether things would work. So kind of interesting that we're trying it, and we're getting somewhere with some of them, right? The only one that absolutely crashes the sim every time seems to be the SWS PC-12. by testing, so I don't know whether this is going to do anything for us. Give it one try. And then we'll just take a look at some of the sceneries that I've installed as well. Thinking about it. Any planes. I don't, like I said, MT, I don't have any planes. Oh. Back. Hey, PC-12. Oh. That's up. Flight. I don't have any planes downloaded.
Washington Tower, Rocky Ojo, ready for departing straight out at runway 1.
Oh dear. I think they might have to do some work on these screens. Devs will have a month to work on for release. I think we'll have a bunch of updates from devs on day 1. Quite possibly, Shane, yeah. And if not day 1, then I think there's a lot of good stuff that I'm seeing here that makes me think that it won't be that long before a lot of our favorite planes are available. Even if it's not day 1, you know. Some of the more complex ones I could understand. You know, it might take a few more days. Just need to push a test. It's a bit stuttery, this one. Oh, my controller mappings don't work here. Cool. It works. This controller mapping thing is a bit annoying, isn't it? Hey Conti, thank you for the 200. Do this copy. I think that's all I've changed. I'll try. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Well, the pusher works. Maybe you're right, Shane. Maybe you're right. Oh, the pusher is excessive. Oh, I want to do it again. Okay, that logic is not quite right. It's a bit of a challenge, even in 2020, isn't it? So, none of me screens are working. Can only improve, that's right. So, Freeware mod collection to save for V2 upgrades. Yeah, we'll look at some of the sceneries. I think if devs don't update their own sceneries, then I reckon there'll definitely be some V2 mods. Okay, it works. But yeah, again, even this, right? The screens aren't working, but generally the plane is flyable.
600 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9.
No, it's not like it's that far off, and it feels quite smooth and stable.
Keep for our automated weather observation 0600 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9. Sky conditions.
So I think we've proved that
temperature 15C.
ATR are going to be the day 1 winner. Maybe. I mean, to be fair, we will have a decent number of planes built into the sim as well, so I'm not too worried about the first couple of weeks. There'll be, obviously, you know, the AnyBuilds 320, AnyBuilds 330, the Beluga. There'll be a PC-12 from Coronado. There'll be PC-24, I think. There'll be the 737 MAX. Now, there won't be payware quality that we're used to, but they probably will fill the gap for at least the first couple of weeks. All right, what we're going to do now is go over to the Cessna 172. And I've installed a couple of sceneries. So I want to show you some of the interesting things with the sceneries. And again, they're okay. They're not like panic worthy. Oh my god, this dev is going to need to spend months of work on updates here. There is work to do. You can't just drag and drop things into the folder, at least in this alpha. Maybe in the final version of this sim, they'll enable that, right? These things are pretty close to working, but not exactly.
Wellington Tower ASXGS ready at runway 16.
Yeah, so all I really wanted to do is get the drone cam out here and buttons on like that. Like immediately my hand goes to the button that I've always had mapped for drone cam. So this is Flightbeam's Wellington, just as an example of like a kind of older, very high quality scenery. And as you can see, first thing that kind of comes to mind is it's pretty clear that it's the ground texture map that they're using is gone. So we're back to like default imagery for the ground textures. You can see even Jetstar there. And in terms of like the ground, pretty sure it's just like default ground bumpiness as well. So it hasn't fixed any of that stuff. But I know, right, Conti? But the actual 3D modeling and lighting of the scenery comes across perfectly well. So while Professor Conti, yeah, sorry Conti, you're gonna have to establish. Oh, look at this! I never even knew this was here in the 2020 version. There's a little viewing area ramp. I have to get a PhD in flight sim cameras to continue to stream this content, I'm afraid. We all do, but in terms of night lighting, yeah. So like, I think people like Flightbeam who've been doing good quality 3D models for a long time, while they do obviously have to do something here, I think it's not a lot, right? Clearly not a lot. There's a very functional airport here, which has lighting, which has, you know, even has jetways and everything attached in the right place. So, not too worried about this stuff. And some developers, unsurprisingly, AnyBuilds, they're even better, right? Like, they're in a very good position. We go to, like, AnyBuilds Heathrow. Try Auckland. I may not have Auckland installed, but that's a typo. EG. Oh, we can try Auckland. Yeah, true. Daytime. So, AnyBuilds London Heathrow. Let's see how it loads in. I can tell you it already loads in quite nicely. There's a few, again, the ground texture seems to be something that needs to be updated, but other than that, I think like this is working pretty well. So unsurprisingly, the AnyBuilds sceneries, once it's loaded here, ASXGS ready.
Heathrow Tower ASXGS ready at runway 27L, departing straight out.
Shuttle once more. Try that. I think this is an improvement. Though we're only in a Cessna, obviously, so you can see, like, this is pretty much ready, right? Like, okay, there's a few ground texture things, but put a decent dev on this for a few days, and this would be totally fun. Oh, apart from that floating cone. But yeah, this is all good to go. There it is. So, been looking for my lucky cone. There it is, Fruple. There it is. You left it in Heathrow, hovering over that stand over there, the old Terminal 4. So yeah, I think that scenery devs don't have a huge amount to be worried about. Performance seems to be better as well. Pretty smooth. Orbex love a good V2. You know we're going to get charged by some people. No, we are. A lot of static lanes here, isn't there? They're all kind of the ugly Boeing A337. Oh, hey, there it is. Maybe a V3. Oh, there's another one. Groups, what have you been doing? Lost all your cones. The Concorde here. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice cones. Oh, I should have loaded in the DC Designs Concorde. That thing is basic as. I bet it would fly. Cone jet. Adam said that I could keep the sim running and drop something into the community folder, so let me try. Flightbeam Auckland. Unity. Oh, hang on. Unity. Alright, Auckland. This works. This would be bloody incredible. Be great if you can. I know, I haven't tried this before. This might be, may not be the alpha. Might be a step too far for the poor alpha build that we're pushing way beyond its intentions. Let's see. No. That's not the Flightbeam Wellington, unfortunately. Try now dropping a plane in whilst in here. Okay, let me go back into something. I do want to show you something that doesn't work as well. So there are some devs that, unfortunately, including my beloved SoFly Cardiff, they are gonna be in a bit of trouble. So let's show you. Start. Yeah, it limits the end of Air Wales. No, it limits, actually, where you can do your career mode. Yeah, welcome to Cardiff Airport. See, a little bit of ground texturing. A little bit of ground texturing to work on here, SoFly, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing those cheeky wheelie. I'm guessing those airports that are in there at the moment is purely around like
TOS system test.
Need to meet Tony Hawk. Yeah, so SoFly seem to have a little bit of work to do here, and yes, I do think it's the best one. Smiley Beaches. I am testing scenery, stunt driver, yeah. This. SoFly has the Dreamliner stacked up. Cool newcomer edition, yeah. So this was actually worse last time I yeah, the AnyBuilds scenery seemed to work, stunt driver. That's what we've checked out Heathrow and JFK. They seem to work, but other sceneries is not so good, but not that far off, to be fair. Taxi line. Yeah, there's some weird things, but generally okay, this is not as bad as the first time I loaded it in fairness. So even this one I thought was balked is not too badly balked. I like the night lighting, the like twinkling. Night lighting's improved a lot. Oh, the fly-by-wire. I didn't think about the fly-by-wire. None of the buttons work. Yeah, same stunt driver in the PMDG DC6. It loads in okay, but the buttons don't work. I think it's more like a license or activation issue rather than a plane is broken issue. So. Yeah, definitely Magic Turtle. There might just be something that's turned off in the alpha that might be coming in the real one. Hey, I can't remember any other sceneries that I've put in there, so might be getting towards the end of this car crash of. Oh yeah, community favorite Gatwick. This is the free Gatwick that was probably the best freeware ever made at the start of this. Now there's heaps of freewares. Gonna be that one guy left on P3D. Gatwick works really well, okay. We'll soon see. And then I've got about an hour before I have to wrap the stream up. So I think what we'll do after this Gatwick is we'll just do some career mode. We'll just carry on playing and enjoying the alpha. This is why we've got the alpha at the end of the day. Loading.
Gatwick Tower ASXGS ready for straight out departure.
ASXGS cleared for takeoff on runway 26L.
Departure. Days ahead of the rest. Not days.
Cleared for takeoff.
This is the first time I've seen the sim
XGS.
performance be pretty bad. Frame rates happy. Not happy at all. Oh yeah, the loading time is crazy good. Yeah, I think Freeware Gatwick might be the worst so far. Frame rate rise anyway. Looks like it's still, the 3D modeler's stood up though. Okay, we're gonna go back to the main menu. We're gonna do career mode for like the next 45 minutes and just see